Ah, give it a swing here with Smith. A bit of a different twist on things to yesterday. That was about the fishing, the adventure, hiking, emergency fishing kit. Today's something a bit different because I've received something in the post. So I'm doing something for the first time, an unboxing. But actually it's not a box, it's an envelope. So it's an unenveloping if we get all anal about things. And what it is, I've got this old air rifle. There's the main chamber, and as you can see it's rusted and pitted. It's very old, and I know the origins of it because it was my brother-in-law's, my ex-brother-in-law, my ex-wife's brother, big brother, and he used this in the 70s to all kinds of mischief, I can tell you that now. He's a bit of a bandit, that lad. And as you can see there, the barrel's very pitted, and it's been stood up in a loft for, God, donkey's years. And then my old father-in-law, there we go, I'll just quickly show you the butt. Now, you can see these creases in here. These have been handmade. That someone's cut them with a chisel or a very sharp Stanley knife or something. You can see how it's gone off the mark at the end and everything, which is not a problem. But I'm going to sand that up. But anyway, back to the story. The story is that this was used in the late 70s and early 80s by someone I know quite well. And he was a bit of a bad lad because he has been trying to shoot, not that it would have been any good, nails. And when I removed the piston, let me just adjust that camera because there we are. Now when I removed the piston seal on the end here, there was this nail wedged, embedded in the side of the piston seal, an old leather seal. So what he'd been doing, he'd been trying to shoot nails out of this, which would have been hopeless because there's no seal on the pellet to the rifle of the barrel. And anyway, this nail wedged itself in, got wadded into the washer, and it's all, you can see where it had been, shall we say, worn down with each piston stroke as he's been carrying on firing it. It also done something that you heard a lot about back in the 80s of air rifles. It wound in two springs. Let's just say that's the original. I can't see one from the other. And it wound these in together to double the power. So it was doing some funny stuff. But what there is in the gun is a lot of grease. The chamber's just full of, I think he's been putting petrol and all kinds of combustible liquids in there as well to make the bang and the crack, which is called dieseling, which is like an engine. The idea is that the boom and it diesels and bang, off you go. No good for air rifle shooting whatsoever. It just ruins your gun in the end. So what I did was I decided I'd strip this old gun down, this old air rifle down, and renovate it. And I think it's a Gamo. I can't see, it's too rusted. I can't see. But when I looked at the dimensions of the piston and the piston chamber, it just so happens that the Gamo do a replacement spring and washer set and seal set, which were the same dimensions. So let's call it a Gamo for want of a better name. Or we can call it as Pat Smith. That's me, Smith. I'm going to change the shape of the butt slightly when I come to, because a rifle I used to have years ago was called a BSA Mercury, and what I like about the old BSAs is the lovely smooth round edges. So I'm going to round this here to make it look like a Mercury. It's not a Mercury and it's not a BSA, I don't think, but I'm going to try and make it look, and also this like sharp edge here, I'm going to make that more round. I had a Mercury years ago. In fact, yeah, like the fishing I spoke about yesterday, where I speak with some confidence and authority. I've always loved air rifles. I've had lots of fun with them. I mean, in our young days, oh God, how we didn't shoot each other's eyes out, I don't know. But we didn't. We survived. Oh, the 70s, I'll tell you. 70s and early 80s. But anyway, I will not let nostalgia stand in the way of this, what I'm going to do now, which is, so let's just recap. The rifle stripped down. Now it's time to get rid of all the rust and clean up all the parts, remove all this old grease, so it's all nice and ready for it. Oh yeah, you use silicone oils in your barrels, in your pistons. That doesn't diesel, so you get a nice flow, and that's what it's all about. It's flow. But anyway, let's get to the unenveloping unboxing. Right, so I ordered this spring from Amazon. Now I know a lot of people don't like Amazon because of the bad working conditions that some of the people work under. I wouldn't like to comment on that, to be honest. What I do know is you can get some good stuff. And here it is. And the company, oh, it's come all the way from Australia. Custom Air Seals, Australia. CustomAirSeals.com. So what I've got here is, I've got a new mainspring. There's the old mainspring. It's a bit longer, so I would think I'm going to have to be shortening that spring. But what I'll do is, when I've assembled it, I'll see. I don't think it will cock. Cock. So what I think I shall do, I might even shorten it before. It looks as though it's a lot longer, but it was mainly the widths, internal dimension I was looking at, as opposed to length, because you can always shorten a spring, as you heard me just say. So it probably needs shortening, but I can see it's a much more substantial spring. It's a lot thicker, a lot more powerful. And then of course there's the seal on the end there, which will be for the end of the piston. Yeah. Oh, I can't get that open now. I'll use my teeth. There we go. There we go. Let's have a look at that. Open it again. My dentist tells me off for that because you can see where I've been biting fishing line for so many years. It's worn my teeth. She says, your teeth are very worn for a man of your age, because I'm only 52. Right, and there's the seal. Right, and so I'll take the yep. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's the right size. Excellent. Well done, Smith. Yeah. No problem. Good. Good. Right. Right. So, not much more to say about this unboxing. Got the new spring. Got the seal. The spring obviously will fit. Wow. God, it's a lot thicker gauge. Well, we'll see what happens here. I hope it doesn't create too much jarring effect. There's a lot of recoil on an air rifle. People don't often understand that, but there's more recoil in one of these spring action air rifles than there are, let's say, a rimfire 2.2, which is a lovely light little pointy gun to use. But that's the way it is. There we go, no problem. And there we go with the spring. There, that's going to be fine. Huh? There we are. No, I'm messing about now. It has to be done properly. It all has to be cleaned and ready to assemble again. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little unboxing of the spring, the mainspring. I would now, as regards renovation of air rifles, although I've used air rifles for years, both just for plinking and target shooting, and also for hunting. I've shot rabbits and wood pigeon with them, and they're a very effective weapon. But they have a bit of a bad press in England because a lot of yobbos and delinquents get hold of them and shoot cats and things, which is not what you do. Why do you shoot a cat? So yeah, I think I'll call it a day at that one. Thank you for watching. If air rifles are your thing, I hope you enjoyed it. They've certainly been my thing for many years, and yeah, so this is a bit exciting. I'll see you all. This is Smith signing off from Give It a Swing.